everyone, Zet here. As I've mentioned to you, I'm going to the Himalayas very shortly, and I mentioned that I'm going to make an Himalayan diary and hopefully take all of you with me while I trek in the Himalayas to this beautiful valley of flowers close to the border of Tibet. And I thought this morning, while saying goodbye and letting you know that my journey is about to start, I will take you through a little journey of how to pack for the Himalayas, or maybe how not to pack for the Himalayas. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. And if you are so lucky to go trekking into the Himalayas, maybe some of what I'm packing could be a good idea for you. Now with me, I'm going the lazy way. I'm going with a tour group and I'm staying at base camp in quite nice tents. So I don't have to take a sleeping bag. And so much warm stuff for sleeping in the snow and ice. I'm really catered for in this little village called Gangaria. But it took quite a lot of planning to get everything together, and I thought I would share that with you. So apart from all the necessary travel documents, and I've learned some very interesting lessons here about putting out your emergency information and just doing things like travel insurance and making sure your medical aid covers you when you're in the Himalayas, because accidents can happen. So make sure that you're covered in a foreign country. And then all those packing for your travel things are important. Just a few things that I found is if you're carrying cash, I really do recommend the money bags, especially under your clothes if you're going to have cash. And then for me, because I'm traveling on my own and I would like to make documentations of the flowers, it's very important to have a little computer to make sure that you've got, very importantly, a conversion for India so that you can connect with your family and at home. So I'm also taking a tripod because my main interest is documenting the flowers and identifying the flowers. So I've got the tripod that I've got on there now, and I've also bought myself this little nifty selfie stick so that I can keep you up to date of what's going on. In terms of my flower essences, I got this very special guide to the Valley of Flowers that I've been studying. But also in the years since I've been to the valley, I went to the valley in 2016. I've done some documentation on the flowers and I've color coded them all according to their colors. So if I'm walking and I can see, oh, there's a red flower, I can go into my research and find the flowers there. And then I can make the essences. Now, I've shown one of my previous videos how I make flower essences by putting the flower into the water. Now, the Valley of Flower is a natural heritage site, so you're not allowed to pick flowers and you cannot make flower essences that way. So one of my areas of research that I'm really interested in exploring more is how to make flower essences the vibrational way. So you would take the flower, or you would put the water right there by the flowers, and through meditation, co-creation and intention, the energy of that meadow of flowers will be imprinted into the water. So I'm going to be making vibrational essences up there, and I will definitely share with you as I go along. So just very importantly, if you're traveling, a notebook is really important. And then I don't foresee any medical issues, but I have made sure that I've got some medical emergency things and things for, if you have inflammation or things like that. I did make, which things I feel is very important, things like colloidal silver to make sure that things are sanitized. I've also taken sanitizer with me, a whole range of medication just to make sure that I'm going to be okay in any eventuality. Then, because it is so steep, I think from Gangaria to the Valley of Flowers, what I will have to walk almost every day is 4,000 feet just in that one day. So it's quite heavy on your knees. So with the anti-inflammatory medication and so on, I've also taken some knee guards to make sure that I'm okay. And I've worked on my hiking boots. I've been living in them for the last 3 weeks so that I know that they're really comfortable and that I've got the right socks, because that's going to be critical for me to do my work, is that I will be able to walk and be okay. So then I've made sure that have some thermals, and I've packed all my clothes in plastic bags like these. So I mean, I'm going in the monsoon season, so it can rain at any time. So at least if everything is in little ziplocs, nicely rolled, then at least when you get to camp, you've got some dry clothes. Then also, if you do go to India and you're visiting the temples, for Westerners, it's very good to take a shawl so that you can cover your head. Some of those prescriptions are there that you can't go in without respecting the temples in India. All right, and then just some personal things for me. I have made, I love my flowers and my herbs. So this is sage that I've made and dried myself, together with my candles and lighters, because as you would know, that sage is a great cleanser. So if you're staying in hotel rooms where I'm very sensitive to energy, then at least I can make sure that I can clear my space and I can burn sage. I've also got beautiful cones of incense, Palo Santo, white sage, that I can burn and keep my space clear and clean. Oh yeah, and then I've got some South African honey, which I'm taking. And then these are just some implements for me to make sure that I've got everything I need for making flower essences. Very important is to have a torch with extra batteries, some labeling that I can use for my flower essences. And then I've wrapped all my bottles, which are my key ingredients, in bubble wrap. I can make about 100 essences, I think. Here, I'm going to use either river water or bottled water, and I will make sure that it's preserved with alcohol. So here's just my second little backpack, which I will be walking with every day, just taking the necessaries in for hiking, because I will be hiking during the day and then sleeping in Gangaria at night. And then I've got a very good backpack, very important. Last time when I went into the Himalayas, I hurt my knee on the very first day because I didn't have trekking poles. So I bought two, but I've been walking, and just because I've got a weight problem, I probably might only take one. But this thing is amazing. It can open up and it's really nice. It's got a tungsten point. So it just gives you that extra sure-footedness when you are hiking in very steep areas. And although I'm going to be there and I shouldn't really be expecting ice and snow, with the monsoon it can be very muddy and rainy, and you do not want to slip on your first day like I did the last time and hurt my knee. So a trekking pole is very important. And then I've just taken some polar fleece jackets and some ski pants to walk in, and a very thick fleece pair of pants to cover, so that I've got that and I can wash as I go along. And then just some snacks for the way, muesli, some dried fruit, because sometimes in India it's not recommended that you eat their fresh vegetables and fruit unless you've really washed it very well. So if you're in a hurry, don't. So I've taken some dried fruit, I've taken some dates, and then just a very good quality backpack. I'm not going to really walk in this very far, because as I said, I'm going the lazy way, and I will be taking the mules as far as I can up to base camp and from base camp. So every day I will have rest days, but it's about 14 kilometers up and down, 7 there and 7 back, 7 to 8. So between 14 and 16 kilometer days. And so I'm just going in very light. So these are most of the important things. Oh yes, then the other thing that I wanted to say is if you go to the Himalayas, I've got in here a plastic bag that comes with a backpack that you can wrap it, because the rain comes very unexpectedly, and so you can get wet very quickly. So I've got a very nice poncho here, a poncho that I can wrap over me and my bag and keep dry. So I think those are the most important things. What I wanted to just say is that the Wi-Fi, it seems to be, is going to be really sketchy. So I don't know if I'll be able to upload, and slow, whether I'll be able to upload to YouTube. So you may not hear from me in the next 3 weeks, but it'll be much easier to upload to Facebook. So if you're not on my Facebook page yet, please join me. It's just on my personal name, Lizette Rothman Guest. I will put a link in the description below. And then I can keep you posted, and maybe I'll be brave enough if I can and do a live or upload some of the beautiful scenery and my itinerary for you. So I wish you well. Keep it up in here with the and be stay warm, and join me on my journey, and we'll take you along. Stay well. Lots of love. See you soon.